From West Geauga, we welcome you here live to our broadcast right here on CVC TV. And we're getting you set and ready for West Geauga and Chagrin Falls. A huge big-time game here tonight. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Double A Anthony Alford here with you. Jake Underwood is alongside. And an incredible ceremony here to kick things off here tonight. We'll get into the nuts and bolts in just a moment, but just an unbelievable atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, it really is, and you already had it with the rivalry game. These two teams, they face off every season, and they know each other really well because of that. But the ceremony beforehand, honoring the troops, they're playing America the Beautiful now. It's setting the scene. It gets you. I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie. I got goosebumps a little bit because you just have that feeling, and it's great for a Friday night football game.
Yeah, it's incredible, and we're going to get into it here tonight. But just if you're not able to be here for the football game, obviously, thank you very much for joining us for the CVC TV game of the week. A big game, playoff implications for both teams. West Geauga coming in at 6-2. Chagrin Falls coming in at 4-4 as we await the entrances of both of these teams. I think it's pretty cool, Jake. Right in front of us here at the 50, there's a Go Wolverines where football is family sign here, and it is a family affair for both of these teams, and that's what this game is all about.
Yeah, it's especially for seniors. We're talking about playoff implications here, and you figure you've played with these people for a few years, and you do become a family. Football teams are family.
They absolutely do. The ceremony is absolutely incredible here. We're about 2 minutes to go until kickoff here. Week 9, high school football. And again, we'll get into the playoff implications momentarily as we await West G to go through the tunnel that is set up by the marching band and cheerleaders. And they are all set, ready to go. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, Chagrin Falls, 4-4, walking out of the visitors' locker room, going down the sidewalk. I told you, Jake, before the game, this game, it just feels different. It feels like something special is going to happen tonight.
Yeah, it really does. Because, we were worried a little bit about the weather, whether or not we were going to have that delay. Right now, knock on wood, it looks like it's going to be okay. That's just a sign. Everything's lining up for what could be an incredible football game.
Absolutely. Anthony Alford, Jake Underwood here with you. Kevin Arnold will be back with us next week. He's on assignment this week. He'll be back in here next week. This is going to be really special. Both teams are now at the opposite ends of the end zone as they await. It's almost a battle here as we take a look live here. Center field will go over to West G. There they are right there. Incredible uniforms here tonight.
I was just going to say, Double A, I'm usually not uniform guy, but those are some nice uniforms. Those are very nice.
They are. Meanwhile, on the other side, Chagrin Falls comes out to the field. Chagrin Falls Tigers, 4-4. They're number 17 in the OHSA playoff standings. They need to get to 16 to get in. So this is a huge game for Chagrin Falls in Division 4 Region 13. Meanwhile, for West Geauga, they are looking to get a home game in round 1 of the playoffs. The expanded postseason, 6 weeks, 6 rounds of postseason football. As we await West G, the build-up is unreal here at West G. Captain's right out there in the front there, getting themselves ready. We're keeping it right on it. It's incredible. And again, their sign, we just mentioned it, Go Wolverines, where football is family. And it's like, thought we was ready. Not quite, not yet. think the Ring app is ready for somebody as they are getting themselves ready to go. Turn that on silent.
Who's there?
Who's there? You better answer the phone. All right, here we go. That's oh, here we go.
Here we go.
To the west, Geauga.
And here they go out to the field in front of their home fans. West Geauga Wolverines out to the field. Again, in front of the cheerleaders, the marching band, and in front of their home fans. They had an unbelievable ceremony, as Jake was talking about just a little bit ago as we came on the air tonight. A big game here for West G. They are 6-2 right now. They are the 9th seeded team in their postseason picture right now. They need to be top 8 to get that home playoff game. So for both of these teams, Chagrin Falls looking to get into the playoffs, and West G looking to secure and perhaps have an opportunity at the home playoff game around 1.
Well, yeah, and if you're Chagrin Falls, I mean, to be able to play spoiler, to not only help yourself out to maybe get into that playoff picture, but then to ruin home field advantage for your rival. I mean, that's the dream. That's the dream if you're going up against your rival. So it's going to be a hard-fought game, man. I'm excited about this.
We thought the weather, and we got to get to the game. We'll see how the weather's going to go. There is a chance of storms here tonight. We had an hour delay last week across northeast Ohio. About right now, bit of a breeze as the ball went off of the tee to get things going. So much at stake here. Rivalry game, evenly matched. Over 59 matchups. 30 wins on one side, 29 wins on the other side. Here we go. We are underway here week 9 of high school football as the ball will head into the end zone for the touchback, and that is where Chagrin Falls will get the party started on offense.
Yeah, and if you're Chagrin Falls, you want to start off quickly. You want to be able to get that first score, get it out of the way, put that pressure on West Geauga. We know the records. Chagrin Falls sits at 4-4. West Geauga sits at 6-2. So, you kind of have, Chagrin Falls is going to have to come back a little bit. And, if they score here, this could really help them out.
So here we go, just underway here at Chagrin Falls. They're going to get the football first. Yeah, 4-4. And right now, lining up there in the backfield to stop. Now, at quarterback right now for Chagrin Falls, we've got Andrew Kirkpatrick. He is in a quarterback right now. Benching number 1, he had a little bit of an issue injury-wise. So we might see a little bit of him, but we're going to see Kirkpatrick a lot here tonight.
And getting in there to make the play is Austin Pasco, the defensive tackle, really making a nice read on there, getting in there past the lineman, and able to make that tackle for a loss.
So Kirkpatrick is in there. He is a senior. And he's going to get that handoff here. And again, stopped in the backfield. Again, Hardy trying to get the run in the backfield. And again, early on here, Jake, West G establishing what they want to do defensively.
Well, yeah, and that's what you got to do. If you want to set the tone early, that's how you do it on defense. Offense is nice because it's going to get you points. But if you could stop the other team from scoring, then, that makes it that much easier. And so far, they've done a really good job getting into the backfield and getting past that offensive line.
3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line, just underway. Got a little bunch trips formation at the bottom of the screen. Kirkpatrick looking, and will go down in the backfield, and the Wolverine defense right there to make a stop. A herd of defenders. Take a look at this.
Yeah, so, you could see here they're making a right read. They just swarm in there, the speed that it takes, and it looks like it was number 56 that got in there to make a play. That's Sean Leonard, the junior. He got in there to make that play, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Leonard is able to slip in there, and 3 and out here, and it's going to punt. And again, Kirkpatrick, he is also their punter and kicker, so all 4 downs, he will be out there. Punt goes high into the lights, going to be fielded near midfield, and fielded, looks like, at the 49-yard line. And West G will get on the field. Ronaldo able to catch that.
Yeah, I got to tell you, AA, I'm excited to see the speed of West Geauga in person. I've seen it on tape, but it's different when you're watching the game. It's different to see the way that everything develops. So I'm really excited to see the speed of quarterback Danny Stewart, to see exactly how all this is going to work out. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Absolutely, and our presenting sponsor, again, all this broadcast brought to you by the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, our title sponsor for today's CVC TV broadcast. First and 10, 9:49 to go in this opening quarter of the game. Stepping back, throwing down the field, got a man open! Incomplete, nearly had the one-handed catch there for Ronaldo.
Yeah, you could see there, quarterback just makes a good read. The man in motion throws off the defense a little bit. He's able to look down the field, almost got him just out of the reach of his hand. He did get one hand on it. That's going to bring up second down.
And Danny Stewart, the quarterback, he is a threat in the air and on the ground. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do anytime he has the football. Second down for Fana. Actually, Stewart will keep it. Nearly got ripped there. Loss of a yard.
Yeah, it was Max Moore that got in there to make that play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I will say this about Danny Stewart. You know, you look at it and you see quarterback 5'7", but he's 175. He's, as weird as it sounds, he's got that Baker Mayfield build.
Yes, he does.
He's a thick kid.
And he actually slipped by me there. He actually gained a few there because I thought in the traffic he got stuck, but he did get those yards. 3rd and 8 from the 46. Looking, has to move to his right side and brought down defensively. Chagrin Falls able to make that happen on the outside. Good play there defensively.
Yeah, you could see it was number 56 that was able to get in there and get that pressure. That's Tommy Conway, the defensive lineman. Got in there, made a good play, got the pressure on him.
And you got Sullers in there as well there, and here we go. 3 and out on one side and a 3 and out on the other side. Well, they say defense wins championships. In a game like this, defensively, nearly not able to get the punt off, but he does get it. Inside the 10 will be filled. Oh, my goodness, what a bounce. What a bounce for West G, as that's going to be fielded at the 1. Absolutely incredible. Again, as we mentioned before, it's in the sponsor of CVC TV. It's Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, Implant Surgery. Dr. Keith Snyder, Don Lewis, Jill Weber, and Jacqueline Thompson. Their specialties include dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw, facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. Thank you for your support of the Chagrin Valley Conference and CVC TV. Well, one drive in for both teams, and defensively, you're kind of seeing the strategy here early on, Jake.
Well, yeah, and that's how you want to start it. I mean, defensively, both teams had a 3 and out. That's how you want to play the game.
All right, Kirkpatrick is going to get this one on the outside and caught by Hardy. Gets a few yards on that one.
Yeah, Andrew Kirkpatrick finding Donnie Hardy, the running back, out of the backfield there. Couldn't really break it. Only got 3 yards, but that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. You think, okay, you're the senior quarterback back up here, but you're going to have a big role in this game and kind of the operation of this offense. 2nd and 7. Kirkpatrick again here, handoff. And you got Hardy up the middle. Maybe a yard at best on that one, Jake.
Yeah, it looks like the linebacker, Dan Faber, got in there to make that stop. Just Chagrin Falls, they got to get a little bit more of a push. And, I mean, I'm seeing it here. It looks like the hole's opening up. It's just West Geauga's defense is just swarming to the ball, which is exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, and something that has to be done. And if you
Right.
want- defensively, you want to maintain drives of possessions here. 3rd and 6 from the 5. Remember, he had a deep punt that was fielded at the 1. Kirkpatrick once again dropping back. He'll throw to the outside of the flat. Incomplete, nearly picked off.
Yeah, the pass was intended for Donnie Hardy.
Kirkpatrick's pass intended for number 10, Johnny Hardy.
So that was incomplete there. 4th and 6. Now, here's what's interesting here, Jake.
Okay.
Again, Kirkpatrick, quarterback here today. Again, he's also the punter. So you're not going to necessarily know if they're going to punt until he lines up, as you can see here, just a little bit further back than normal in shotgun formation. But
Right.
you almost have to be ready for it each time.
And that's definitely an advantage for Chagrin Falls.
Here is the punt, and he boots this football again into the lights, but it's going to bounce. It's going to stay in bounds, and it will be fielded. Our cameras is right on it at the 46-yard line. Absolutely incredible there. And just incredible action all throughout ChagrinValleyConference.com. Got this game, got all of the action all throughout the Chagrin Valley Conference and CVC. Watch this game. All of our replays, of course. And the cool thing also, the CVC Athletes of the Week throughout all of the fall sports. We're going to soon enter into winter. So check it out, ChagrinValleyConference.com. Really cool website. This conference does an unbelievable job with all the action. Here we go. Inside there, driving. Looks like we'll get, we'll call that 5 yards on the first down.
Yeah, they were able to get it up the middle there. Nice hole opened up by the offensive line there for West Geauga, and we were talking about it before, the speed of the running back and the quarterback for West Geauga. It's going to eventually, we're going to see it break, and that, they're starting to break it down a little bit there.
We're still waiting, actually, I believe our first down of the game. And we got one broken loose here. Going right up the field to the sideline. Touchdown, West G. And West G with the touchdown. Ty Bowles with the score.
And you can see here, Ty Bowles moves up a little bit. They're getting ready. The man in motion again. Fake option. They give it to Bowes. Bowes just gets past the defender. Nice block by number 12 there, and he gets it in there into the end zone for 6.
The absolute speed. You just saw it there on the replay. Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's a fast kid there.
Delela gets the extra point. That young man, he could boot it. And it's now 7-0 West Geauga Wolverines over Chagrin Falls Tigers with 5:39 left to go in the first quarter. Let's take a look at it one more time, Jake.
So one more time, they're really utilizing the man in motion here. As you can see, the man goes in motion, kind of makes the defense shift, and that opens up that hole for Bowes to be able to just turn on the jets, get in there, make the defenders miss. And that really, that was an incredible play. It's the play action. That's what I'm noticing with West Geauga's offense. They like to go to that, but it works for them as it did on that play.
Yeah, it does, and you kind of really see it right there. Get Chagrin Valley Conference, proud partner of FRST, First Responders for Sports Trauma Course and Physician Ambulance. Through this important partnership, FRST has helped prepare our first responders on the sidelines and throughout the league to consistently and expertly respond to trauma on the field and play. Thank you, Physicians Ambulance and FRST, for keeping our CVC community safe. Here is the kickoff, booted into the end zone. For more information about FRST and this partnership, visit ChagrinValleyConference.com. CVCTV.com. And so here we go, 5:39 to go in this first quarter. Anthony Alford, Jake Underwood here with you in for Kevin Arnold tonight. And Chagrin Falls, they got to respond after that big one there by Bowes.
You know, they really do, but as weird as it sounds, when we were talking to everybody before the game, what did they keep talking about? All the different games where one team would jump out in the first half and then another team would come back. So you know each other well enough, but if you're Chagrin Falls, obviously you want to score here so you don't have too much pressure on you.
So here we go. And got a handoff here in the backfield and taken down. Manta there was able to get that one now. Vinci was in there at quarterback. Again, he'll be in for certain packages tonight.
And in there on the tackle was the 5'11", 200-pound senior Ryan Dinez got in there to make that tackle to make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as we set this up here. Kind of defensively, you're seeing West G, and we'll talk about it after this play, closing in the pocket. Here's the handoff. Actually, the keeper on the outside and brought down. Brought down in the backfield. A big-time sack. Take a look at it one more time.
So you could see, and we've been talking about how the defense is just swarming. Number 78 finds the opportunity, gets his hand on the quarterback, and is able to take him down. That was very close to being a safety. Very close to being a safety. But luckily, I mean, it's 3rd and 26, but at least you didn't give up the 2 points.
Yeah, very true. Nathan Myers, the senior, just getting after it there on the outside. And he stayed right with it. 3rd and 26. Some call this 3rd and a full mile. On the outside, sack and a safety. It'll be a safety. And
so
West G is up 9-0, Jake.
And so we talked about how close it was. You could see the man moves in motion, but number 53, Ted Brown, the sophomore, able to get in there, make the tackle for the safety, and give his team an additional 2 points.
And not only getting the score, but also firing up his sidelines. Not often you get that at all at any football game, the safety. And able to get that. It's incredible, Jake.
Yeah, it is, and, you know, it helps with momentum. You know, they've already scored, so, you know, it's starting to move in that direction. You're starting to feel good. Now, if you're Chagrin Falls, what you need to worry about is, I call it quicksand. So where you start overthinking everything. You know, and that's never good when you're in a football game. You never want to overthink things. Keep it simple. You know what you can do. You know what you can't do. So you know what's going wrong. That's the good thing. You can at least see what's going on, and it's just that West Geauga's defense is just swarming to the ball.
And you talked about it during our pregame hit about the overthinking. You know, how important is it to just play? And it's as easy as it sounds.
Well, I mean, it is, but it's never in the moment. It's always when you look back at it. You know, you start to overthink everything. That's where you always hear the mentality, one play at a time. You can't worry about what happened on the safety. You can't worry about that. That's over with. That's done with. You can't change it. So you just got to remember what you need to do moving forward.
So here we go. Oh, that ball went high, but you're going to have to get it. The ball will go out of bounds. Here's the critical part, though, that kickoff. It's a live ball. So they go out of bounds, but that was tricky.
Definitely, and I mean, that could be a momentum changer. That's one of those where the rules are so weird sometimes when it comes to football because you're not sure when it's a live ball, dead ball. But as Greg Williams would say, find ball, see ball, get ball.
Well, he said some other things, too.
He did.
But, you know, we won't leave that alone.
He did. Todd Haley can attest to that.
That's right. You know, they just give jobs to Greg Williams. You know,
That's true.
You know, he turned down 20 jobs.
82 of them, I heard.
That's right.
That's right.
They like the Cleveland Browns called me. 4:03 to go here in this opening quarter as West G is back at it from their own 40. Got a motion in the backfield and a fumble. Ball is loose, and it will be Chagrin Falls football.
Yeah, so if we're looking at what happened here, the man in motion, Danny Stewart just cannot get a hold of the ball, and it looks like it was Max Moore that recovered it, able to get back there. That's what Chagrin Falls needed. They needed an opportunity.
And an opportunity to work at their opponent's side of the field for the first time in this game, and very critical at this point to get that. I am curious, though. Again, West G, this is the offense that they run, but it's a lot happening, and everyone has to be in sync in order for it to work.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's the problem with emotion and different things. One person takes a step too far, you never know what could happen.
All right, here is the toss on the inside of Hardy. Hardy tries to stay with it, and maybe at best gets a yard, perhaps not there, 2nd and 10.
So really good job by West Geauga's defense there, because they were able to seal it off. He was just running laterally. You know, you got to try to run up the field, but West Geauga did a good job hiding all of those opportunities, and he only gained a few yards there. No gain at all. So really a good job by West Geauga, but Donnie Hardy tried his best to keep that play alive.
We're going to see how Chagrin Falls, if they can take advantage, or if West G, the Wolverines, can hold on. Here's the balls at the 36 with 3:10 to go in this opening quarter. Thank you very much for joining us tonight here on CVC TV. Drop it back. Under pressure. Barely gets out of it.
Wow.
Uses his speed. Vinci will take off here loose. And it's down inside the 10 near the 5.
Yeah, it was Lucas Sandler that ended up making the play, but watch what Vinci does here. He's able, they move the receiver in motion. He makes the right read, goes to throw. Actually fooled the camera guy a little bit, but then his feet, he's just making plays, making people miss, able to find that hole, take it up the sideline until he is eventually tackled. But really a fantastic play, just keeping your eyes up, looking downfield. That's what quarterbacks need to do.
And good effort there as well by Bazone. Upfield blocking as well. Incredible work here. And it is now 1st and goal at the 5 with 2:35 to go. Chagrin Falls looking to get on the scoreboard here early. Here we go. And the flip and stopped in the backfield. Good tackle right there. And Pasco able to make that play.
Yeah, Vinci moved the man in motion. Ettinger was the one that got the ball, number 5. Unfortunately, couldn't find the hole. West Geauga's defense doing a good job blocking it up, clogging it up, so they can't find an opportunity. Ended up losing some yards there, but a really good job by West Geauga's defense.
Yeah, Pasco was right on it, able to read that play. Senior defensive tackle, and it's going to be now 2nd and goal, actually, from the 10. Loss of 5. Getting a lot of action in the backfield, you know, from both teams.
Yeah.
Kind of a low snap, but rolling to the outside, and it's going to run out of room and out of bounds. Myers was on that play defensively, setting up a 3rd down.
Well, and you could see it here. They fake the man in motion, but the defense just gets in there. The linebacker's able to, and then the defensive end putting the pressure on him. But Vinci's got quick feet, so he's able to turn what could have been a negative into a positive and at least didn't lose any yards. But there is a flag.
Kind of a, see what we got here flag-wise. And I believe it will be a chop block against Chagrin Falls.
Yeah, Chagrin Falls is backing up there.
Have you ever been chop blocked?
I have. That's actually how I blew out my ACL.
Oh, that's
yes,
not good.
that was very painful. I was wearing grass cleats on a grass field, dug in, chop block, bam. Hurt like the Dickens. That's the nicest way to say it. It hurt, man. But, yeah, chop blocking's never fun. especially when you're the one being chop blocked. But if you're Chagrin Falls, that you got to try to overcome it on a 2nd and 22.
Yeah. To start it at the 5, loss of 17. On the outside, good open run there, but out of bounds. That's going to be fielded by at the 11.
Yeah, Vinci gave to the running back, Amada. Amada did work it to the outside, and you can see here they're doing that motion stuff. They fake it to the receiver, hand it off to Amada. Amada just tries to get it up there, but West Geauga's there to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, from Hardy to Amada. And we'll see what happens here. This is obviously a critical part of this game here. And you get in a call. Now again, for those who just joined us, he did not start this game. The junior quarterback, Kirkpatrick, is working himself in. He started tonight. But there was issues with health. But Vinci is in on his 3rd and go. He's going to drop back. He's going to escape pressure, but right there on the defense, West G able to make things happen there. And that's Faber.
Yeah, so you could see here Vinci looking for an opportunity. Didn't see it, but the offensive line to open up just in time for him to gain some yards. West Geauga swarming, but it looks like it was Ryan Garvey, the linebacker, the senior linebacker, able to get in there and make the stop.
And that was a interesting switch there. So that was Garvey put that there. And we're going to have a field goal. Now, this is the other role that Kirkpatrick serves. Got a high snap. And it's no good.
Ooh.
No good on the high snap.
Yeah, you know, it's never good when you have a decent, you create the turnover. You're able to get the drive down into the red zone. You're already kind of frustrated because you're not able to get, into the red zone. The end zone, excuse me. Then you kick the field goal, not good. Obviously, they're only down 9-0, so, that's not going to make or break. But those are definitely points that if you're Chagrin Falls, you want.
You won, and you was able to drive down the field, and it just could not finish. Again, they got all the way, Chagrin Falls, to the 5-yard line, but kept moving backwards, and it just did not pan out. And for West G, after the fumble, able to recover.
And that's huge. That's absolutely huge for West Geauga.
23 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. And again, a throw on the slant, and that's caught. Caught for the first down. Clock will run, but a good completion.
Yeah, you could see here Danny Stewart just reading the defense. He fakes the handoff, finds the right in the zone, really, able to put it on his receiver to get that first down. Really a good read by Danny Stewart.
Yeah, and it's the zone, able to make that catch there. He's number 1 here tonight. And that's going to end the first quarter of play as the West Geauga Wolverines up against Chagrin Falls Tigers, 9-0. And again, we want to thank our sponsor, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, Implant Surgery. It's this year's title sponsor for CVC TV. Their practice diagnosis and treats facial pain and injuries, and also offers a full range of dental, implants, and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgeries for all of your oral surgery and cosmetic surgery needs. Visit their website. Please visit their website at ohsurgery.com. That's the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Here we go. So, 9-0, West G over Chagrin Falls. Chagrin Falls had the opportunity, but West G able to hold it for a game. That means a lot in the playoff standings for West G. That's critical.
It really is, but I'm more so looking at it from the Chagrin Falls side of things. Chagrin Falls, the first 2 drives you had, they didn't work out for you too well, but now you can drive on this defense if you need to. So maybe you could create some opportunities and get a score in this quarter.
So here we go. Second quarter just underway. A good speed there. by Bowles. And again, that was the young man who scored the big touchdown in the first quarter of play. And he goes down, second down.
Yeah, Andrew Bazone was the one getting in there to make that stop. That's what they got to do. We know about the speed of West Geauga. We know about the play actions. You just got to watch the ball, as hard as it may be. But that time they did a good job.
Got 3 receivers on the far side, on the perimeter side of the field. Lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. And a handoff and read well by Chagrin Falls in the backfield.
Bryson Blair. Bryson Blair was able to get back there. You could see it here. They delayed the handoff, but Bryson Blair makes the right read because he's got to follow the ball with all these different motions we were just talking about at AA, and he was able to follow the ball, get in there, get the running back down, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Just like that quickly. 10:55 to go. Again, back same format here. Got trips on the perimeter side. Dropping back, Stewart. Under duress and brought down. Chagrin Falls once again able to get that down.
Yeah, it looks like
Sellers.
Yeah, it looks like it was Grant Sellers that got in there. Now, if we watch it here, you can see no fake this time. So all you got to do is watch the ball. Sellers was able to get around that left tackle, just get enough pressure on Vinci to make him run a little bit, and then he was able to catch up to him.
Danny Stewart listed as 5'7", 175 pounds. So I shouldn't say this as somebody who's shorter than 5'7", but as someone who's shorter than 5'7", there's obviously might be some challenges there.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. That's something to be considered.
Punt going to cross midfield, field it, and Chagrin Falls will take over here, Jake, and it seems like, at least so far, it's interesting in these type of games. We always say, like, there's 5 or 6 plays that are separators in football games. This is about as evenly matched as you can get.
It really is. And, you know, it's weird because we've been talking about it a little bit with the record. Chagrin Falls 4-4, West Geauga 6-2. So you wouldn't think it would be a back-and-forth game. Now, luckily, for as close as it seems, because of the long touchdown play and the safety, West Geauga has that edge over Chagrin Falls. But Chagrin Falls could get right back into it. All they got to do, if they sustain the same type of drive they did on their last set, on their last offensive set, and if they're able to get into the end zone, they can make this a really close game really quick.
Again, talking about playoff implications, we were in Brooklyn a week ago where Trinity only had 1 win. Here's trickery in the backfield, throw down the field. Might be a tad bit short, and completes. Oh, that was an interesting try in the backfield for Chagrin Falls, but just falling a tad bit short.
Yeah, and you can see here we talked about the trickery. They were able to hand it off. He flipped it back to Vinci. Vinci throwing it just a little bit short, but a good defensive play. Number 4 for West Geauga, it's Chris Rinaldo getting in there and making that stop, which that's what you need to do.
Yeah, had to, because, again, Chagrin Falls very capable of getting that big play. And for West G defense that has been able to get things done early on in the backfield, that might be the best way to go about. We got movement up front.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's going to be a false start on the big man. That's going to be their center. Andrew Bazone, we talked about him on the defensive side. He's getting a little antsy because he made a nice play when they were in on defense.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know about now, but usually back in the day, false starts and offsides means running on Monday. Actually,
that I don't
Saturday.
miss.
Yeah, Saturday mornings.
That I don't miss. That's the one part of this I don't miss is
Saturday
running laps.
What was it? Saturday morning film study and conditioning.
No, thank you.
To either.
Right.
Oh, film study is fun. No, it's important, not fun. There's a pass on the outside. It's caught by Hardy. And it's going to be pushed there out of bounds. Makes up some yards, set up a manageable third down coming up.
Yeah, Vinci just saw the good opportunity. Hardy was moving in motion. Vinci found him in the from behind the line of scrimmage, able to complete the pass. He turns it upfield, got a little bit of a gain.
Yeah, he does. And for somebody who's listening, it's like, what do you mean film study isn't fun? And, well, think of it like this. Remember beginning of Remember the Titans? And it's like, you think this is fun? And there are various aspects of the game that's fun. Film study is not one of them, but it is important.
I'd much rather play than watch film.
They're like, we're going to see all of our touchdowns? Maybe one.
Right.
Here's a drop back and a throw eventually out of bounds.
Yeah, just unable to get the guy there. Really, a good job by the secondary of West Geauga. Nobody was really open. Vinci would have had to force that ball in there. Throws it on the sideline. Really a safe throw, so he's not forcing anything. Good job, but really good job by the secondary of West Geauga.
And so West G looking to get the football back with 8:42 to go. Got Bowes and Winardo in the backfield, or waiting for the return. Kirkpatrick to punt. So we'll go to Bowes. He's going to barely get a yard.
He made a nice move, though. He made a nice move until Chagrin Falls was able to get a hand on the legs, stop him where he was at.
Yeah, very well. And West G is going to take over right there. And, again, we want to thank everyone for supporting Chagrin Valley Conference and CVC TV. If you are interested in sponsoring CVC TV, head on over to the CVC website, chagrinvalleyconference.com, for more details. And, again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in. Got FRST, also got Ohio Center for Oral Facial and Implant Surgery sponsoring here. Here we go. Run to the inside. And Bowles again, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, really, Max Moore was the man with the tackle there. But we saw that hole open up, and he was able to get in there. Really, nice job by the offensive line. They never get any credit, so I'm going to give them credit here. Great job.
See if they get credit again. A deep pass down the field, and it's caught! Caught at the 40, and nowhere else to go but the end zone! Touchdown! West Geauga Wolverines!
Tori Stanzone from Danny Stewart. Let's watch it here. We've been talking about the motion. We've been talking about watch the ball. And that's what you got to do against this team. They move the man in motion. They fake the handoff. Nice pass. Good touch on it. Right on the money. Stanzone is able to get away and get into the end zone for the touchdown. Really a well-designed play and well done by Danny Stewart on the fake.
64 yards on the score. And here's the extra point. Snap. That ball through the uprights, nearly hit the scoreboard. Good score. Let's take a look again at the big play.
Yeah, so what we were talking about, it's the motion. You're going to see there they move Descanso into motion here, number 12. They fake it to the running back. Quarterback keeps it. Danny Stewart, beautiful pass right on the numbers where it needs to be. He's able to make the defender miss and get into the end zone. Really a well-done play. And that fake, oh, my gosh.
And
I thought he handed it off, Double A. That was incredible.
And the great thing we saw on the replay as well, great work by our entire production team. The thing you saw there as well, the secondary kind of got sucked in a little bit there. Again, all the action we talked about throughout the game on both sides in the backfield, it almost forces you to peek back there.
Definitely.
And West G finally got the big play down the field and took that to their advantage.
Well, yeah, if you're able to make sure that the defenders are constantly looking at the quarterback, you're able to have a long run, which we saw that in the first quarter. You're able to get those fakes, those motions, those different things. Really, I knew they were quick. You're scared of that you're scared of that quickness. You're scared of that speed because it can turn into a big play very quickly. And we're seeing that when you're faking a motion, faking a handoff, play action, you're going to bite up on it because you don't want to give up that big play.
16-0 here. Still early. We mentioned pregame about all the comebacks.
That's right.
In the series history. They're like, well, here's the return. Upfield. Oh, that's a good one. Chagrin Falls. That's going to be fielded about the 34-yard line. Fielded at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice little return there. Was able to find a little bit of an opening and get some yardage. That's really all you could do when you're going to return the kickoff.
Yeah, Hank there on the return. And, both teams, they were, first off, both coaching staffs. Want to thank both coaching staffs. They were very welcoming to us. And,
definitely.
With all the information provided for, their teams. Very excited about this game. They're very excited, not just for this game, but this rivalry. We're both like, we're not going to look at stats. We're not going to look at it. And then here's what happened in the last game.
That's the greatest thing about it. They'd be like, we know it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
But, hey, the last game? This is the way that it happened.
Yes. It's incredible. You see it. We mentioned, it's like something special is in the air. You got to see it. We'll see how Chagrin Falls responds. Again, rolling to the right side. Vinci's going to roll. He's looking for his target. Looks underneath. Good find. And caught. Good hit. And we got some extracurriculars. Got that.
We're getting chippy.
It's football.
It is, and that's we talked about a rivalry game. As we're going to take a look at what happened here. Now, during pregame, before the game, we were watching Nicholas Vinci warm up a little bit, and when he does roll out, he's dangerous. He's very dangerous, and you could see it here. Finds the opportunity, finds the open man for the first down. There you can see the hit.
Clean hit.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad hit.
It was a good boom. That's why
it was.
Reaction that it was. But it was clean. That's one of those.
That's when I think it was the crowd reaction more than anything. You heard the
right.
And that hurts people's pride. You never want your pride hurt, especially in a rival game.
I get it. I get it.
But you don't retaliate.
Gotta have a personal foul, though, on the hit, though.
Interesting.
Well, like you mentioned, was it more of, let's take a look again,
So,
Jake.
yeah, I don't know if I'm seeing that it should have been a penalty. I think we're looking more so at the reaction. But I still can't get over the fact of Nicholas Vinci using his feet. Let's see. He let him with the shoulder. I'm going to be honest, Double A. I'm not seeing anything egregious there.
I thought it was clean, but again, it is what it is. Here we go. The game continues inside. But look on the bright side as Hardy was able to get that carry. Look at the bright side. Just be thankful. This is not Game 5 of the National League Division Series. And your season ends on a check swing. There's still more action.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. Or, yeah, I got nothing, man. I really don't. Yeah, you're going to have those moments. I think the crowd's into it, the players are into it a little bit. So you're going to have those kind of, I don't want to say a goofy call, but at the same time a little bit of a goofy call.
2nd and 6 as play continues. 6:45 to go. And Hardy again will get the carry. And it's going to be wrapped up, going to be a couple yards short. They're going to have a 3rd and short coming up, Jake.
Yeah, Donnie Hardy able to find a little bit of wiggle room there before he was taken down by Dan Faber, the linebacker, 5'11", 170. It's a good size.
What do you think so far of Hardy's running ability so far?
He's he's kind of a downhill runner. He runs hard, and I'm really impressed with the way that he's able to find the little openings to get that extra yard or two.
3rd and 2. Ball's at the 32-yard line. Chagrin Falls looking to get points on the board here in this first half. Hardy will get the carry. It's going to be just a tad bit short of the first down marker.
Yeah, we just got done talking about it. Donnie Hardy able to find those little extra, get the little maneuvers, shake, rattle, roll a little bit, but he wasn't able to get that extra yard to bring up 4th and 1. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here.
So here we go, 4th and 1.
Now, Double A, if I had to guess, as I was saying in pregame, we were watching Nicholas Vinci. He's able to roll out and kind of take that defense with him. We see the wide receiver near the bottom of your screen. There could be an opportunity for a big play there.
Meanwhile, Hardy will keep it on his own, And it's going to get the first down.
Or they can hand it off to Hardy because that seems to work out really well, as you just saw.
I'll even call it was that. I don't know if that was a direct snap there. Let's see
Let's
here.
take a look. Yeah, I mean,
I think
Hardy.
it was a direct snap.
It definitely looked like it. Hardy still fighting for yardage. Man, he runs hard, and that was before Hink ended up taking him down on the play. Faber ended up taking him down on the play. Really a good job. I mean, Hardy runs hard. He's fun to watch play.
And we've been mentioning Faber as well defensively a lot here this drive, and West G's going to need them. They want to maintain the shutout here. New set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 29. Pressure and brought down. Good play in that backfield. That was Picasco with the sack in the backfield.
Yeah, Picasco able to just find that opportunity. There you see it. Vinci gets the snap, and he just gets in there right away, able to take him down. I mean, really, there's nothing more than the defender just got in there to make the play.
I wonder if they were attempting to set up some kind of screen, because you just see, like, full pressure coming right in on that last play, and it just didn't materialize.
You know what, and that very well could be it. I mean, as we've been talking about it, though, so far this whole game for almost this entire half, West Geauga's defense just gets to the ball. They're able to get there quick. So that is hard. That's hard to defend if you're on the offensive side of things, because especially with their speed, West Geauga's so quick.
Yes, we do. We do have an injury on the field. That's where the officials time out here.
Anthony Alford and play-by-play man Jake Underwood.
Congratulations on all your success, Jake.
Thank you.
Back up on the field. There are certain things we just can't share on the air, but Luke Cordell able to get back up.
That's fantastic.
On his own power.
And that's always good, when you get the wind knocked out of you a little bit. Are you injured or you're hurt? He's able to get up, so it looks like, he just got a little boo-boo there. As they're going to come back onto the field.
2nd and 19.
There it is, 2nd and 19. Oh, that's funny.
From the 38, as we're back in action. 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Here before the half, under pressure once again. Able to get out of it. And Vinci again. Good run as he kind of slices through.
He picked up, 8 yards there,
yeah,
right?
He did. It was incredible, Jake, just under duress once again.
Yeah, really a good play. You could see he's making his reads, his opportunities. Man in motion again, it's going to be Hardy. So the defense has got to pay attention to him as he's able to get through the hole that was opened up by the offensive line, able to get some yardage there. That's all you could hope for in a situation like that.
Yeah, we do. We do have another injury on the field this time, it's on the West G side. So we do have a break in the action as the officials attend to the injury. For tonight, let's just reset here just what this game means for both teams here. For West Geauga Wolverines, 6-2. They are right now in Division III, Region 9, as the player is up. We'll get that information in just a moment here. The Wolverines, 6-2. They're right now coming into tonight slotted at number 9 in Division II, Division III, Region 9. So if that holds, they would be on the road in the first week of the playoffs at Streetsboro in a couple of weeks. But a lot to play out. We'll give you the Chagrin Falls update in just a moment. That is nearly intercepted, but incomplete. Try to get a trick play in the backfield. And it's the zone nearly had the interception.
So you could see here Andrew Kirkpatrick in at quarterback for Chagrin Falls. The pass just a little too high for Hardy. He gets his hands on it. Almost picked off. Very close. And that would have been one incredible play by Vabella. Wow, he plays 16 positions. That's That's a utility guy there, but
That's
really
right.
a great play.
Listed quarterback, running back, receiver, strong safety, which also can relate to any point DB. You know, you can say that as well.
Wow.
So zone was in there as well on that play. Meanwhile, so West Geauga right now, they are the 9th seed at the moment. Meanwhile, Chagrin Falls, as we have a break in the action, I believe a timeout on the field. Yep, timeout on the field. Meanwhile, Chagrin Falls, they're right now number 17. Now, why is that important? This year, the OHSAA has expanded the playoff field across all of high school football. So in the past, for many years, Jake, it's been top 8 teams in your region get in. You do the 5-week, 8-region, whatever team playoff, and you go from there. This year, Jake, is top 16. So it gives some of those teams an opportunity, gives more teams an opportunity to host a playoff game, as it's now going to be a 6-week playoff. But it does give some of those teams who have had a pretty good season, but maybe the schedule just doesn't materialize. Something happens. But Chagrin Falls, they have an opportunity, should they win today, to earn an opportunity at a playoff spot.
And I mean, how cool is that? Normally, in different circumstances, you wouldn't even be looking at a playoff spot. So to be able to get one, I mean, that's pretty cool. So Chagrin Falls looking to take advantage of that here tonight.
Chagrin Falls right now number 17, so they're a spot. They're on the outside looking in. Kirkpatrick will throw, and it's intercepted. Intercepted, going right down the sideline, and no one will touch Ronaldo, and he will take it to the house. Touchdown, West Geauga. 80 yards.
Yeah, you could see it here. Kirkpatrick in at quarterback again. Points out where the blitz is coming from. Not able to stop it. Gets in his face. The pass just hung up a little bit. Throws into double coverage. Ronaldo able to make the play. Untouched. He goes into the end zone. That's what West Geauga wanted to do there.
Say hello to Chris Ronaldo. Able to make that play, that pick 6 at West Geauga. Oh, boy. That was huge. Huge there. And an incredible play to make it down the field. Here's the extra point. Here with 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. That ball's up and good.
Yeah, so let's take another look here. As you can see, points out what's going on in the defense. They can see number 52 for West Geauga's ready to just get in there, and he does. He pressures Kirkpatrick, who throws it up, and that's when Ronaldo's able to make that play. Really, I mean, that's just a fantastic play there by the defense. But to put that pressure on, it really is something. I mean, kudos to Kirkpatrick for pointing it out.
Yeah.
Kudos. But you got to be able to stop him. And West Geauga, we've talked about it, and I feel like a broken record. But they have that speed, so it's hard to stop that speed. And when you got a linebacker in your face, especially one that's 6'4", 250, and that's a freshman, folks, 6'4", 250, to be able to get in there, put your hands up, you're going to feel that pressure. And the quarterback did, and West Geauga was able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That huge play. I want to remind everyone, CVC TV next week, we will be in Cardinal for Week 10. It's our season finale. It's the regular season finale. Brookshire at Cardinal. We'll have that game for you coming up next week on CVC TV. We actually had Cardinal earlier in the season on CVC TV against Beechwood, a huge win back in late September. Here's a onside kick, and West G got it back!
Wow. Let's take a look here.
And just looking at it here, Dines, Ryan Dines.
Dines making a quick play, able to just get right to the ball, able to cover it, and he got down. I mean, it looked like he got tackled, but honestly, it looked like he kind of dove to the ground because, you don't want to take that risk. You got the ball. You're on special teams. Get the ball, secure it, get down.
What do you think about that decision there by West. I mean, we could say it worked, but beyond the fact that it
Right.
worked, what do you think about that decision
Well,
to
I
actually
mean,
do it at that time?
You're playing aggressive. I mean, you got 3 minutes left potentially. If you score here, you could go in at halftime 31-0.
So Stewart's going to keep it here as we're back at it here. West G's back at it offensively. It's going to get some yards. Call it 7 on that play.
Yeah, Danny Stewart made the fake to the running back out of the backfield, able to get the defense to bite on it. Defense followed the running back, and instead Danny Stewart saw that hole open up, was able to get up the middle for 7 yards. Bringing up a 2nd and 3, you're in a good position if you're West Geauga.
Yeah. Coach Spokovich, the head coach for West G, rolling up the dice. Says going to do it. Here is the handoff on the left side. Going to be a couple of yards there. Seen there. Third down coming up.
Yeah, 3rd down coming up. Really good job by Chagrin Falls, able to get in there, stop him. But that running back, he was running hard. He's quick. That's the thing that I'm noticing about West Geauga. They are fast. They have a lot of speed, and they're fun to watch.
3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. 2:15 to go in this second quarter. And a good run up the middle. Going to be for the first down. And Visgini there for the first down.
Yeah, Calavizini, you could see here Stewart. They're doing the fake again with the man in motion, able to get the defense to shift. He was a shifty running back at 5'5", 160. He's able to make some quick moves, make people miss, picking up that first down.
And as we're under 2 minutes, we want to remind you that we will hear from both bands coming up at halftime here on CVC TV. So don't go anywhere for the halftime. We're going to hear from both marching bands, and they're good too, coming up here. Nearly intercepted there and incomplete. As that play was broken up, Hink nearly had the opportunity there.
And it looks like we're going to take another look here. Danny Stewart making that fake, able to throw it. And it was number 32 who got in there.
Yeah. Almost missed a 3 there in the front of the uniform there.
Yeah, Will Gottschalk was able to make that play. Sorry about the delay there.
It's like, wait a minute, how do you miss the 3 on that? But that's how it goes. Here's the run. Up the field, broken away here on the left side, still staying in bounds.
Whoa.
Is he in? Touchdown, West Geauga.
What a play.
34 yards.
And that's a big play. We talked about it, the speed of West Geauga. You could see they got the guy moving up there a little bit in the backfield. That motion again, and you could see number 52 there. He bit on the play a little bit. Running back's able to make some moves, get to the outside, tiptoeing on the outside, doing his best Joshua Cribbs impersonation, and able to get in there to the end zone to get that touchdown.
And Cavassini, he's, again, also a threat on the ground. That was his second touchdown on the ground of the season. He also has 2 receiving touchdowns as well, as that ball is up and good for Joey DeLulla. And it is now 30-0, just like that. The Wolverines of West G up by 30 with 1:25 to go in the second quarter.
Well, yeah, and, we talked about it when the turnover happened. When the onside kick happened. They had an opportunity to do this. We heard about it all before the game, AA, about how you're never really out of the game in this rivalry, in this matchup. But 30-0 at half, I mean, that's a big hill to climb. We've heard crazier stories.
Yes, we have.
But Chagrin Falls, and that's the craziest thing with Chagrin Falls right now, because you're just seeing it. Like, they're so close to breaking that big play. They're so close to getting that guy open. So maybe at halftime they can make some adjustments. But at the same time, they still got 1:25 to play with. So there's a lot that they could do here.
And we'll kind of see how they treat this 1:25. DeLulla is going to kick off. Again, with 1:25. And again, just joining us, like, wait a minute, how did that happen with the quick score? It was an onside kick after their previous touchdown. It was up 23-0.
Well, in Double-A, also, West Geauga is going to get the ball to start the second half.
Stay well. That's going to be fielded by the up back, and he's going to fall down immediately. He wasn't expecting the football, and
that was Aiden Breesford.
Yep.
The Bearsford. He was able to get that. Now, see, that was smart. Did you see what he did there, Double-A? He got the ball,
fell
right down. That's what you need to do, because a few things happen there. There's a good chance that you could get hit, because you're it's Newton's laws. You are not in motion, so that object in motion is coming at you. If he hits you hard enough, maybe ball pops out, something goofy could happen, and we've seen it happen a little bit here. But you're able to just get the ball, get down, and it only took 4 seconds off the clock, so you got plenty of time here if you're Chagrin Falls.
We're looking here at 81 seconds to go until the half. Chagrin Falls, and this is going to be critical. We'll tell you why in just a moment here. Run on the outside. Gets out of – actually, I believe he's got hit inbounds. Yeah, he did. Got it hit inbounds. So clock will continue to run.
Yeah, and that's, you want to try to get out. You want to try to stop the clock, especially in a situation like this. Didn't really pick up any yards, still 2nd and 10. So it's going to be interesting to see what they could do as the clock is under a minute now. And they're taking their time here as Kirkpatrick's coming into the huddle.
Yeah, and just on this play, we'll see how this play goes here on a 2nd and 10, but we'll see if it doesn't quite work out, then this could be it here. Here's Hardy, and it's going to be content with running the ball here. This is why this is critical too, Jake. We've got 30 seconds to go. They're going to probably run this to halftime here. So running clock kicks in the second half with the deficit here.
Yeah.
So now once that's kicked in, if Chagrin Falls can cut into it under 30 in the second half, then there will no longer be a running clock for that point. But that part is critical.
But you got to remember, West Geauga gets the ball at half. So there's an opportunity for West Geauga there. It looks like they're going to head inside.
Yeah, they will. And an incredible, let's just say it, an incredible performance in the first half by the Wolverines of West Geauga, up 30-0 at halftime. And Jake, a first half, just incredible stuff.
Yeah, really, 30-0, everybody's going to focus on the offense, but the defense for West Geauga has been right where the ball is. It seems almost every play. They're able to find those opportunities to get the ball. Really, the defense, to me, is what's helping West Geauga out the most.
And before we break for a half, your thoughts on Chagrin Falls?
Chagrin Falls is so close to breaking a big play. That's what I'm noticing, and it's the little things. It's a missed block here. It's an overthrown pass or an underthrown ball here. So, if they could focus a little bit, I know it says 30-0, but you could make a game out of this. You really could, because it's the little things. We saw them almost drive for a touchdown, but they got stopped in the red zone. It's the little things like that you got to build on, and I think they could do that in the second half.
All right, well, we'll see what happens between these two teams. Rivalry game here is about as split down the middle as you possibly can. Let's hear from our marching bands. First, Chagrin Falls, followed by West G. And Jake and yours truly, Anthony Alford, will rejoin you after the halftime show for the second half of this football game.
from 23 different countries. Our tribute to Lou Bega. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
It wasn't. Well, compared to bands that I've heard in the last few weeks, 99 is actually not that long ago. We're good. Again, this is on the west east side. It's hard to see the numbers. Yeah. And like I said, usually the first couple of drives is just a crapshoot. Yeah, it was bad. It was all bad. And Michael, if I got food for you, we come back. Like, we're gonna wait for you to get back. Yeah, we'll cook it. I'm like, either it's gonna be ready when I get back, or just pack it. I'll eat it in the morning.
1966. Number 1 chart topper. Here is Painted Black.
Ohio State doesn't even play tomorrow. They have fun. Jimmy out here.
Junior Chris, remember to take friends to our school.
That's right.
That's a good picture.
Please welcome back the West Geauga Marching Band. Tonight's performance includes a selection of admired pop rock songs from the 1970s and 1980s. Rolling on, our first piece is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts' I Love Rock and Roll. Is 99 Red Balloons, released by the German pop band Nina in 1983, featuring a Wolverettes led by this year's captains Lauren Kircher, Natalie Zargari, and Elena Waters, and trumpet soloist Carolyn Hensley.
Hillary, is that you? I'm over here hiding.
Alex, crazy on you.
What?
Still crazy.
Yes, 5 minutes.
pull your winning raffle tickets out. The winning number tonight. It is a green ticket. If you win, there's $400 in cash up there in the booth waiting for you.
Right, okay, that's just one.
It's a green ticket. The winning number tonight.
Okay.
9,
Thank you so much.
3, 5,
Say it again.
5,
Oh, that's it. Thank you for helping.
5, 3. Once again, there's $400. If you have a green ticket with the winning number 935553 is the winning raffle ticket, and thanks to everyone for supporting the after prom.
The Chagrin Valley Conference is a proud partner of FRST, First Response for Sports Trauma Course and Physicians Ambulance. Through this important partnership, FRST has helped prepare our first responders on the sidelines and throughout the league to consistently...
Everybody, it is the CVC TV game of the week as we are getting close to starting the third quarter. I want to thank both bands for performing here at the half, Chagrin Falls and West G. Double A Anthony Alford, Jake Underwood here with you. Kevin Arnold will be back with us next week. And it is 30-0 West G over Chagrin Falls. And Jake, a contest where West Geauga, I keep going back to the onside kick.
Yeah.
And going, doing that, they're up 23-0. You go for that onside kick, you get it. Nobody is expecting it, and it's been going on from there.
Well, and don't forget, it was an onside kick after a pick six. So, you're kind of just driving it home at that point. That's one of those where it's hard to come back from that. It's a little demoralizing, but it's what I've talked about with quicksand. You don't want to fall into quicksand. And Chagrin Falls is kind of did that in the first half.
We're zeroed in on Kirkpatrick as we get this, we're getting close here. Now, Kirkpatrick, here's a little background story here. Kirkpatrick, he actually started this game tonight. Vinci had a little bit of issues coming in. He didn't feel 100%.
Right.
Coach Scott was telling us that before the game. Didn't feel quite 100%. But he was in on some packages, and when he was in, he got the job done.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely he did. And he's dangerous in rolling out. I noticed that was the first thing I noticed about him even in warm-up. I'm watching him, and he's really accurate when throwing on the run. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do in general with any type of ball, but you got a football kind of big, awkward. So if you're able to throw on the run, and we saw it earlier with the 15-yard gain, put it right in the numbers. You could do a lot of things. Being down 30-0 is hard to come back from, though.
Absolutely, as we are. Kirkpatrick, again, serving as the backup, well, today technically starting quarterback, but he is the backup quarterback. He is also the kicker, and he's going to kick off to SG as we begin the second half of play. It is 30-0, a line drive kick, and muffled, but recovered and returned, going up the field, and in space, going past the 40, going past the 50, able to keep going, and will spin move, and will go down at the 25-yard line. That was
Cavassini finding the opening. You can see it here. A little bit of a muffed ball at first. Goes off of his teammate, but he picks it up, and you can see they kind of form that wedge. Not really, but they allow him to get that hole. He makes a good move there, starts to move it, breaking it to the outside. He's trying to make the Kirkpatrick miss, Nice spin move, makes the guy fall down, but they eventually get him. What a fantastic return. And, I mean, really, we already talked about momentum and everything else. That's what they needed to start this out.
And the young man who, again, making an impact on the ground, special teams, making an impact on the ground, and also receiving as well throughout the season as well. So West G, and they came out here quick to come back here ready to play this second half.
Yeah, they're picking up right where they left off.
So here we go. They're going to fill this at the 25-yard line. And a fake rolling to the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going to be incomplete there for Max Moore was on that.
Yeah, Max Moore was able to get in there and disrupt the play, and you can see it here. Danny Stewart fakes the handoff. He actually had a guy coming open about 20 yards downfield, couldn't see him, but Max Moore got in there and was able to break it up and put some pressure on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Second down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Again, West G operating. Got a handoff on the left side and down for Fofana.
You're not going to get them every time. You're not going to get a giant play every time, but those plays are important, what we just saw there. You're able to chip away. We see it a lot on Sundays with the Browns because they're a strong running team. And West Geauga so far this game has been a strong running team. You're not going to get giant gains every time, but if you can slowly chip away at the defense, it's going to help. Plus, they're running the clock right now,
and they have the 1-2
helps.
punch in the backfield of Fofana, Cavusini as well, not even counting as well, Stewart,
right?
Quarterback. And here's the handoff. Fofana in the backfield. It's going to be stuffed. At best, will gain a yard.
Yeah, it looks like it was Gallstock that got in there to make the play. That's just that's what you got to do. If you're Chagrin Fall, right now it's 4th down and 10. You want to try to get that turnover, which they did. They were able to do it there. You got to get the ball back. That's the only way you're really going to create an opportunity to get yourself back into the game.
So after the huge kick return by Cavusini, did not gain a yard afterwards. And now Delilla is going to kick the field goal. Low snap, ball is up, and it's no good. So after that huge kick return, Chagrin Falls defensively, they don't give up a single point.
And that's what you have to do. You gave up 30 in the first half. I talked about it a little bit with quicksand. You don't want to get in your own head. You don't want to think everything's going bad. You got to take it one play at a time. That's what Chagrin Falls did there. They gave up the big return. They were able to stop them. I mean, really, Chagrin Falls' defense there, putting together some consistency, looking good coming out of the locker room at half.
And, yeah, absolutely. Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery is this year's title sponsor for CVC TV. Their practice, diagnosis, and treats facial pain and injuries, and also offers a full range of dental implants and bone grafting procedures. Look no further than Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery for all of your oral surgery needs. As this handoff is up the field, gain of a few yards. Please visit their website, ohsurgery.com. That's www.ohsurgery.com.
Yeah, Andrew Kirkpatrick handed it off to Amata, able to get 4 yards. But, this is another one. I mean, the same thing we were saying about West Geauga. We know Chagrin Falls can run the ball. We know that they have a talented running back. So if you're able to chip away slowly and surely, you can get back into this game. Now, the only issue is the clock. You're fighting the clock and your opponent.
Yeah, and again, with the 30-point difference, it is a running clock. But if Chagrin Falls does score next, the running clock does stop. Fitzpatrick, pump fake, throw to the outside. That is incomplete. Intended for Ettinger, and there's going to be a flag. That's going to be a flag. Be a little late there on the flag, but
now, I'm not
there.
sure if it's the celebration or not, but let's look at Kirkpatrick here. Pump fake, actually makes a really good read here. Puts the ball, it hit the receiver in the hands. That's all you can ask for. Now, he was covered, so it makes it a little harder to get that completion for the first down, but nice thrown ball. Really a good job by Kirkpatrick seeing that matchup and giving him the opportunity.
And it's going to be a pass interference, a PI call on the Wolverines of West Geauga. And Chagrin Falls getting the play. I got to do this. We'll tell you after this play here. First attempt from the 39-yard line. Fitzpatrick still in. Again, Kirkpatrick rather. Getting that there. Again, it's Kirkpatrick on my end, not Ryan Fitzpatrick, who has traveled all over the NFL.
Well, now that you put it out there, I'm probably going to end up doing it.
Well,
way to go, thanks.
There you go. I have to give we both,
yes,
Jake and I have to give a shout out to the voice of West G football, Michael Pica. He's on the other side of the booth over there. Now, Pica, we both know him from iHeart.
Yes.
Yes, and he's doing big things. He's the king around here.
He's all over
West
the
G.
place.
He's all over. He's like, I'm from the area. You know,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw a statue of him out front of the school.
That's right. We will not tear that statue down.
That's right.
We'll give that shout out there. Kirkpatrick hands it off there to Hardy. Gets inside. No, all kidding aside, Pica is phenomenal.
One of the hardest working people that I know.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah. He's been doing these games here in West G for a little while now. He's been doing these games here in West G. Helped us with our broadcast here tonight. And been involved with iHeart for years, especially on the promotion side. But really, he's everywhere over there at iHeart. Does a phenomenal job.
Yep, does a great job. Good old Michael Pica.
He's a tall guy, though.
He is.
He's very tall.
Yeah. And especially standing next to you, he looks.
Well, that's not really a fair comparison. Anybody? My goodness. 31. Hardy and West G. They got him. No gain on the play, and the Wolverines able to get the stop near midfield.
Yeah, and we talked about it. West Geauga's defense the entire game able to swarm, and you can see it here. They give it to Hardy. Hardy tries to make a move, tries to find that hole, but you can't really single out anybody from the West Geauga defense because there's 5 or 6 camo jerseys in there.
Yeah.
Making a good play, that's what you need to do, and they're doing it today.
They say all 11 hats to the football, at all times, 11 hats to the ball. And that's exactly what they do on that play.
Yeah, the West Geauga's defense, they're so quick, and the way that they just get to the ball, it's really cool to see.
All right, so we got a stoppage.
We got a timeout.
And on the timeout on Chagrin Falls. So next week, week 10.
Yes.
Of the regular season.
Double digits.
It's amazing that it happened this quickly. I mean, you consider starts a little bit earlier this year, a couple weeks before the college football season. NFL season seems like it's, just started, and we're 6 weeks into the NFL season. But, by this point, these teams, they've went through camp. They've had a full season with fans back in the stands.
Yeah.
And a memorable experience for these kids.
Well, and especially for, you got to think about the seniors, what they experienced last year, and then coming into this being their last year. There's got to be something, a little bit more of a passion burning inside because you are able to have your family here. You are able to have your friends, that full capacity.
So here we go, 4th down. Hardy will keep it, will get the first down. And a new set of downs, obviously. And that was after Chagrin Falls called that timeout. Get the direct snap, I believe the second direct snap of the game. And Chagrin Falls will continue on the move.
Yeah, Donnie Hardy able to find that open hole. I noticed when Chagrin Falls, when they're able to get off the ball quickly, they put up a good matchup against the West Geauga defensive line. That it's normally that second level, that linebacking group there that really gets in there. But when they're able to get that good push right off the snap, Chagrin Falls is able to get a little bit of a push, and we saw it there with Hardy able to get that first down.
First attempt from the 46-yard line as Chagrin Falls look to get on the scoreboard. West Geauga up 30-0. Got a bunch trip formation here near side of the screen. Got a handoff and a stop. West G, no gain on the play.
Yeah, West Geauga getting in there. I believe that was Mario DeGrigas, the defensive tackle, the sophomore defensive tackle, 5'10", 270. So you don't want to run. You don't want to run against him. He's going to get you. But he's able to trip up the running back, get him down, bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Sadler was also in there as well, able to make that play. And
that's a name we've said a lot tonight.
We have. He's been all over the field. When you wear number 52, you
got to be good.
You got to be good. This is the way it is. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Got a trip formation on top of the screen. Kirkpatrick will try to take off. Will be denied of a yard. And right on cue, Sadler, number 52, makes the play.
Yeah, Sadler able to get in there. Kirkpatrick looking down the field, trying to find an opportunity. Luckily, a little hole opened up. And now, if you're watching, you're going, Kirkpatrick looks really big. He is. He's 6'4", 240. So that's a big kid playing quarterback. So when you see him put that shoulder down and he's able to get a few yards, that's what he did there.
Absolutely. Ryan Garvey also in on that play, number 8. There as well on that defense. And you got to, West G, you're like, trying to hold this shutout, but I'm sure they're upset giving up that 4th down. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Patrick still right in there. Going right up. And got a few yards, but not enough there as well.
Yeah, it looks like it was Amada. That was the guy that got the yardage there. I mean, we're talking about it the entire game here so far with West Geauga. Their defense just swarms. It's really impressive the way that the defense is playing.
Absolutely. Got a big 4th down coming up here, 4th and 7. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Chagrin Falls, again, like you mentioning, Jake, taking it 1 possession at a time, just trying to get an efficient drive going and finishing an efficient drive. 4th and 7. Throw and incomplete, turnover on downs.
Yeah, almost intercepted again. Really a good play by, looks like, Ryan Garvey. And you can see here, Kirkpatrick gets the snap, quick read, but he throws in this triple coverage. Ball gets popped up by, as we said, Garvey. Garvey, that could have been potentially another pick 6. Luckily it wasn't, so it is a turnover on downs. 1st down for West Geauga.
Yeah, absolutely. And been presented here a sheet of paper here.
Yes, sir.
Something that we have to acknowledge, because this is big time here.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool for anybody to pull this off. Randy Soria, 27 years as the PA announcer here at West G. He has broadcasted 136 consecutive games.
Well done.
It's incredible. Here's a run up the field there. And Kevucini, or Fofana, excuse me, able to get that one.
Yeah, and Danny Stewart, we talked about it so far this game, that motion, that play action, and they're able to do it, and creates a lot of opportunities for them because it confuses the defense, and we saw it there.
It's incredible. West G is now at midfield. Here is the handoff on the outside here, and he is getting a couple of yards. And Bowles getting the ball carry. He actually got the first touchdown earlier in the game for West G.
Yeah, he did, and Chagrin Falls swarming to the ball there on that play. It was a few people that got in there to make that stop, to make it 2nd down and 2.
I still got to give props here to
the 136
here. Again, 130. Here's the carry once again. Should be enough for a 1st down. 136 consecutive games here at West G.
That's really impressive. I don't think my high school had the same PA announcer for like 3 games in a row. So the fact that you got somebody from
I almost mastered a joke and said 3 minutes.
Right.
Didn't even make it through a quarter.
Right. You'd be shocked.
Speaking of quarter, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. West G 30-0 against Chagrin Falls, as we're nearly putting a wrap to this one. And Jake, you want to do a live read?
Okay.
All right.
It's been a while, but I could do it.
Do number 3 there.
Number three. The Chagrin Valley Conference is a proud partner of FRST, First Response to Sports Trauma Course and Physicians Ambulance. Through this important partnership, FRST has helped prepare our first responders on the sidelines and throughout the league to consistently and expertly respond to trauma on the field of play. Thank you to the physicians, ambulance, and FRST for keeping our CVC community safe. For more information about this partnership, visit chagrinvalleyconference.com.
Yeah, thank you again to all of our sponsors. Thank you, Jake, there. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making these broadcasts happen here on CVC TV each and every single week. The support all in play right there. Throw down the field by Stewart and just overthrown. Incomplete.
Really, it was a good read because you want to stretch. So, see, that's the key to having a successful run game. Wow, if I could talk, it'd be great, AAA.
It is, fourth quarter.
So that's a good point. But the reason why that's so important, even though it wasn't a completion, because now that's going to be in the back of the defender's head. So when you see this motion, you see all these people running around, you don't know if they're going to throw it deep. So now you've created a whole new opportunity that might even spread that defense open a little bit, and then they could take advantage of it.
2nd and 10 from the 45. Again, a carry on the inside. A good run on the inside there, but it was stopped there for Fofana. Able to get that run.
Yeah, Fofana able to get a few yards on that. Chagrin Falls defense, they're making good plays. They're able to limit them. That was a gain of 2, so it's going to end up being 3rd and 8 now. Let's see if Chagrin Falls could get it back and maybe get a score on the board here.
Again, running clock here, 10:43 and counting so far. Jake knocked on wood early in the game. So far, really good conditions. We had a little bit of rain, a little bit of a shower during the 6 o'clock hour briefly, but the storms have subsided here so far. Here is the play and brought down. Chagrin Falls right there, Max Moore.
Yeah, Max Moore able to get in there. Danny Stewart. So what we were talking about with kind of spreading out the defense, you could see it there. Not able to get through there. Max Moore gets in there to make the play. That's what they needed to do. Now it's 4th and 13. So, when it was 3rd and 8, maybe if they got a few yards on it, maybe a 3rd and 5, you might think about going for it on 4th down. But with it being 4th and 13, you're not going for it. You're going to punt this away.
And again, the clock is running. And we'll talk about next week, too, with both of these teams. But kind of interesting how this carry. Oh, they're going to keep it. This will be a keeper against the block and a first down, but it's going to be a flag.
Flags.
Multiple flags on that one.
Yeah, and it looks like.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It looks like Beresford got hit pretty good.
Somebody's launching. We might get it on. We'll see. We'll see here.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't want to speculate too much.
Yeah, we're not going to speculate on that one. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. But you see the graphic there. Flags on the play. The officials are conferring. Remember, it was 4th and 13. That was.
Well, in AA, if I have to guess, I'm going to speculate a little bit.
After you just said you wasn't going to speculate.
I know, right? Well, I'm a liar. So
I should have known.
I would have to guess it would be the hit on Beresford for Chagrin Falls. He got hit pretty hard, so I'm wondering if there's going to be something with the hit on that play, and I think it's going to be against West Geauga, so it's actually going to take this play back. If I had to guess. I don't know for sure.
Jake, I worked with you for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I've never known for you to lie.
Oh.
Was that a lie itself?
That's because I'm good at it.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
No, but if I had to guess, that's what I would think it was. 85 popped right back up, but he got hit pretty good.
All right. Let's see what we might have. Got a personal on the offense and on sportsmanlike. on the defense. So 4th down should be replayed. Offsetting penalties.
Yep.
So
let me ask
offsetting
you.
penalties there on that. So we're going to replay that 4th and 13.
So let me ask you. You put your coaching hat on. You going for it again?
Well, first I'll need a mobile AC unit to figure that out. Punt it. Punt it. There's nothing else you can do there.
Right.
I'll say this.
Because
that was an impressive looking, play.
It was very good.
Yes. But at the same time, for that to work, everything has to be done cleanly.
Right.
Officials are still trying to figure out the spot. It was originally 4th and 13 at the 48. And that's where the ball will be placed.
Okay.
It'll be 4th down and 12 for West Geauga.
Oh, 4th down and 12 now. Okay.
Well, 4th down.
Sure.
Here is the punt for real this time. And will be fielded. They're going to touch it. And a fumble on the play.
Oh, boy.
I believe Chagrin Falls got it back. And they do with 9:07 to go. Take a look at this, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of got caught in the lights. You see he's got it there. Really good play by the West Geauga. Renalo, we've been talking about him all night. He's able to get in there, pop it loose, but they're able to jump back on it to get the recovery.
Yeah, and again, just, I don't know if, you're inside of 10. I don't know if you even field that or just let that ball go. We're usually taught to let it go if it's inside of 10.
Well,
but I could be wrong.
But you bring up a good point there. But if you remember earlier in the game, they let it go.
That's right.
And it just so happened to take that bounce, and it stayed right at the 2, and it ended up being a safety two plays later. So I understand why you went for it there.
Right.
This is one of those you're down by 30, so you figure why not? But this is why not.
Yes. Yes, very much exactly on that. All right, so next week, so again, West Geauga and Chagrin Falls, they're going to take on, there's another matchup in play right now, Perry and Geneva. Why is that game important? West G next week will host Perry, and Chagrin Falls will host Geneva.
Okay.
So those games are coming up next week. The last scoring update, about an hour ago, around halftime, Perry was up 30-0 over Geneva. That score is an hour ago, so we'll see if we got to update a score. Here is the carry up the field for Chagrin Falls. Imada gets the ball. Just a few yards on that, Jake.
Yeah, Amada making a good play there. And it looks like, I'm trying to see who made the play there. It might have been Max Moore that ended, oh no, excuse me. Lucas Sandler ended up making the play there. But
Moore and Sandler have been all over the field.
Right. Same number of different teams, but both really good players. But that's what you want to do. We're talking about the little bit of ground and pound. At this point, you're playing to see what you can do. And if you're able to score here and make it close.
Yes, and again, with the games next week, here's the handoff. And Amada, maybe a yard at best. Again, with playoff implications at stake, here you still got to finish these games here, Jay.
Yeah, and Faber getting in there to stop the play as Amada got the handoff. It's going to be 3rd and 6. I mean, it's just so weird that it is 30-0 right now, because it really doesn't feel like it's 30-0.
It doesn't at all.
Because it's been big plays that have decided the game.
But again, what we talked about before, if you eliminate, 6 plays, you got an even game. But that's how a lot of football games are played out.
That's true.
Especially in rivalry games where both teams are close within talent here. Here's a stretch play, and that's going to be down at the 1. Good play defensively for West G on that 3rd down.
Yeah, and getting the ball on that play was Grant Alberts. You could see moves in motion. They hand it to him. He tucks it away. Just couldn't get anywhere. As West Geauga was getting in there, it looks like it was Ted Brown. He got in there and great play
And slid right in there, slid past the blockers.
Yeah, really. And number 78 got in there. I mean, they just swarm to the ball. They really do.
Yeah, Myers was in there, 78. Nate Myers. So, play is stop and a timeout for West Geauga.
Yeah, it's 30-0 if you're Chagrin Falls. I don't think they're faking it here.
No.
You know what? Crazier things have happened. And I think that's why West Geauga called the timeout. If you watched when they were lined up, they had a guy right above the A there in the end zone that would have been open.
They
so
did.
That could be the reason why they called the timeout. But it's always hard. And, I always find it interesting when punters don't have as much space as they normally do. Because there's a few things that you have to consider. You got to kick the ball quicker than you normally would. You're going to have defenders in your face quicker, and that ball's going to come back a little quicker. Everything's faster on a play where you don't have as much room.
And we've seen at every level of football, crazy things happen when you don't have that much space to punt from that part of the field.
That's right.
That's an excellent point. And you wonder if West G is going to bring it all out here. And they will. And that punt, you just let that go. It's not going to net much at all. That's
not a great bounce.
That punt was fielded at the 15-yard line. It netted 14 yards.
That's you don't want that to happen. That's rough when that happens. I will say this about the punt, okay? These punts are getting high.
Yeah, there's hang time.
There is some hang time.
Yes.
With both of these
and
punters.
We've been saying that throughout the game.
Correct.
And that was one of the first things I noticed. Like, it's hanging through the seeing it on the lights there.
But we'll see if Chagrin Falls could hold them one more time.
Yeah, and again, once again, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, CVC TV, Ohio Center for Oral Facial Implant Surgery. Our presenting sponsors get you all taken care of. Our sponsor. Here's a pass, and that is caught for West G. That is Dominic Burkhart.
Yeah, Stewart to Burkhart. Really, I mean, nice throw, right on the numbers. It's what you need it to be. I mean, really a good play. It looks like they got about 6 yards on there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Really, I mean, a good play. Nice passing play.
Yeah. Hink there, Julia Hink on the open field tackle for the Tigers as West G looks to once again punch this in. It's been a scoreless second half so far. Here is the snap, throw on the outside. Incomplete, no flag.
And you could hear people asking where it's at. But it's not coming out. It was close. I could see how the argument could be made. You see Stewart here back under pressure. Yeah, it wasn't a catchable pass. It's number 2 for Chagrin Falls. That was Hink got in there to break it up on the pass intended to Cavassini.
And I think that was the difference, yeah. And if it was a little bit closer to connection, more than likely you get that flag right there. But, yeah, it has to be a catchable ball. 3rd and 4. Here's a throw on the outside. Ball's caught a little behind. It was a good catch, but an excellent stop for Chagrin Falls in the backfield.
Yeah, Crawford Lukovic got in there to make that stop for Chagrin Falls. I mean, really, good play, but you're doing what you want to do. You're moving the ball. You're getting them going. You could see there, able to get in there, get that tackle. That's what you want to do. You're setting it up on the right hash for your kicker. Let's see if maybe he could get it. We can extend this lead by 3 with just under 4 minutes to go.
So, DeLilla got a little bit of a high snap. Ball is up, and the first score of the second half. And DeLilla makes this a 33-0 game. West G on top on the board. Again, remember, the clock only stops when it's a running clock. The clock only stops during change of possession.
That's right. So we're going to stop here, 33-0. This is such a weird. I mean, great job by West Geauga. Their defense, the entire game, just right on the ball, almost every play. West Geauga's defense. That's all I can say right now. They've had an incredible game.
Yes, and they needed this game, considering they have a huge home game next week against Perry. We expect Perry to also go into that game 7-2. So both of those teams will be 7-2 heading into that Week 10 matchup. That's going to have a lot to do with where those teams are going to be seated. And West G, they needed this game, and they might need next week's game to secure a home playoff game in 2 weeks.
Well, you know, when you have the good teams, okay, good, well-coached teams, when they have the opportunity to do it, they do it, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Here is the kick downfield and into the end zone for the touchback. Again, we said before, presenting sponsor CVC TV. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, FRST, and also Ohio Center for Oral Facial Implant Surgery, Dr. Keith Snyder, Don Lewis, Jill Weber, and Jacqueline Thompson. Their specialties include dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral Facial and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. That's www.ohsurgery.com. Thank you for your support of the Chagrin Valley Conference and CVC TV. Under 3 minutes to go as Chagrin Falls. See if they get one drive for a score and a good stop in the backfield. West G has been that way all night long, Jake.
Yeah, the handoff is to Grant Alberts, but once again, and you can see here with the West Geauga defenders getting back there, it looks like that was number 68 for West Geauga, able to get back there pretty quick. Mario Denigris able to get in there, make a good play for a loss of a yard, bringing up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, coming up on 2 minutes to go here. So, for Chagrin Falls, what do you take away from this game?
You can't let the big plays get to you, and it seems like they may have done that in this game, at least in the first half. They let the big plays get to them, and you can't do that. You can't fall into quicksand. That's the main thing. One play at a time. Don't worry about what happened. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Worry about that moment. That's all you could do in the game of football.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, and try to get that opportunity. And it gets a little bit tough there when it does get away, because it gets away from you quick.
Oh yeah, and that's just it. And we saw it here. I mean, just based on everything that's happened, I wouldn't think that the score would be 33-0. It's been a close game, but the big plays have been the difference.
It really has. Got a little bit there on that play here. Minute 15 and counting to go.
Yeah, Austin Pasco was the one that got in there and was able to make that tackle to bring up 4th and 4.
Yes, we start to put a close to this Week 9 matchup here in a game with West G. And we talked about it. They wanted to show up, wanted to make an impression. They have done exactly that and then some.
And we got a timeout on the field. I think one was going for it, the other was in punt coverage. So that wouldn't have been great. So you gotta reset there.
And I wonder at this point, this is perhaps the moment where you start to get your young kids in there and involved, maybe get some time there. As I'll say this, and hopefully it holds through as our team, CVC team, all excellent job here tonight. Hopefully we'll stay dry through pack-up.
Right.
But otherwise, the weather we expected the worst.
We really did.
We expected the worst,
Yeah.
even up really until kickoff. We expected the worst, and then the forecast got a bit better. It's like, okay, thunderstorms maybe after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is now 9:01 straight up, and you've been good.
It has. No,
So
and it's
far.
good, and it's
and
good
I say that
football.
because we still got to pack up.
And it's good football weather. It's not too hot, not too cold, not too windy. It is a good game.
Can
But
we
yeah, I'm just
sol-
glad it's not raining.
Here's the rollout, and Kirkpatrick sack in the backfield turnover on down, says West G.
And that was Austin
there.
Austin Pasco getting back there to take down Kirkpatrick, and you can see it here. He just gets right past that offensive line. It looks like they were going for a screen. Pasco saw the opportunity, knows how quick he is. He's able to get back there and get that sack.
So we have 35 seconds left in the game. You mentioned football weather.
Yes.
Can we figure this out once and for all before the game is over?
Okay.
What is the meaning of football weather?
Wow, good weather where you play football. It all depends. Honestly, I think it.
Thank you for
I
those
think it's
spot-on analysis.
I think it depends on the team, personally.
That's right. And they're going to wrap it here. So good call there. They'll wrap it here. And what a performance. What a performance for the Wolverines of West G. So we put a final on this one, 33-0 over Chagrin Falls Tigers. West G moves to 7-2 of the season. Chagrin Falls just 4-5. All right.
Yeah.
Final thought throughout the game. And we kind of started talking about it a little bit here, but throughout the game, Jake, the big plays that West G was able to have offensively and defensively. We saw it play out tonight.
Yeah, that was the main difference. We saw the pick six. You could come back from a pick six. You can come back from 23-0. You can do that. We heard the stories about how it happened last year. But that onside kick, that was just something that kind of just took the momentum and that's a kick to the gut at that point, and that's what they delivered. West Geauga was able to go down and score right before half. They got the ball at half. So, you looked at almost close to 12 minutes, which in high school football, for one team to have the ball is a very long time, and that's what we saw with West Geauga after scoring that pick six, then getting the onside kick, then getting the ball at half. They were able to dominate a little bit, and that's what you need. The time of possession, especially when you're a running team AA, that's huge.
Yeah, it's very huge, and, we saw it play out immediately. 30 of the 33 points was scored in the first half. Again, only the field goal in the second half, but all in all, it was an unbelievable performance as West G plays in front of their band. The bands were spectacular as well, the marching bands.
Yeah,
I will say that it was spectacular. I'm glad. I am, a lot of broadcasts go to the studio at halftime. I am happily glad that we show the marching bands at halftime because they need the recognition.
Well,
too.
definitely, and the marching band practice just as much as the teams do, right? So every day they're in there, they're practicing, they're getting their skills, they're honing their skills and becoming good at it. And the way that, Chagrin Falls' band sounded great. West Geauga blew our minds with how they're going in and out, interlocking. It was in both bands.
Their band director, West G, was actually attended Ohio State.
That's right.
It was in the Ohio State's band.
Yeah.
So all those formations you saw there at halftime, the movements and stuff, you saw it right there. So when Michael Pika says goodnight, I think we have to as well. Next week, we will be at Cardinal, our 10th, and I believe, our final game, or close to, for the regular season, week 10, CVC TV, Berkshire at Cardinal. We'll be with you. Kevin Arnold and yours truly will be with you next Friday, 7 o'clock kick on ChagrinValleyConference.com and Chagrin Valley Conference channel on YouTube. Jake, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
It's been incredible for our entire CVC TV team, from here in the production, our camera crew, everyone. AA Anthony Alfred signing off. Again, our final tonight, the West Geauga Wolverines 33 and the Chagrin Falls Tigers 0. So long, everybody.
Okay, guys.